is it really possible to manage your own investment portfolio? We've been conditioned to think that investing in the stock market is scary and risky and complex, and that you need a financial advisor to do it on your behalf, or that you need a special financial degree in order to have the knowledge and the confidence to invest. I've trained thousands of people, and I've realized there is one thing missing that will help you take control of your investment portfolio and ultimately build long-term wealth and a compounding portfolio and financial freedom. In this video, I'll show you what the missing link is and the exact steps you need to take to get started. A quick real-life story. Andrew, who recently completed my investing course, has been managing big business units for 35 years. That means managing a team of people and managing millions in cash flow. He's highly educated and a very skilled individual. But despite that, he didn't know how to invest in the stock market and has only been sticking to property investments. Does this sound like you? I've seen thousands of highly educated and smart individuals, but they're too afraid to get started in the stock market. So the first step that you could take is, I've got a free mini course that sends you 5 lessons over 5 days straight to your mailbox. You can sign up using the link in the description. This is exactly what you need if you're completely new to this and the stock market seems very complex and overwhelming to you. 5 lessons over 5 days, no jargon, straight to your mailbox. Some of the smartest people I've seen, like doctors, lawyers, engineers, and MBAs, are too afraid to invest their own money. The number one barrier that people tell me are preventing them from starting their own investment portfolio is, I don't know where to start and I feel overwhelmed by all the options. I blame the financial services industry for all this complexity. They create a lot of noise and they make it seem so complex so that you feel as an investor you need an external expert or someone with special insights or insider information in order to manage your portfolio for you. Because this is really the only way that they'll be able to justify that you pay them fees. All of this complexity and jargon has really removed all of the confidence that investors need in order to take control of their portfolio. So I've designed this confidence curve because I've realized that all DIY investors start feeling very anxious and very unsure of how to manage their portfolios. But with time and consistency, and it's a little bit of a learning curve, but it is so possible for you, even if you're starting at the bottom, to become a consistent and a confident investor. We'll look at this curve again in just a while, because you're probably thinking, how can I get confidence if I don't have the knowledge? So I've designed this wealth triangle, which looks at building wealth from 3 pillars. You need all 3 of these in order to build a long-term growing and compounding investment portfolio. At the top, you'll see there is compounding, and this is what we ultimately want to achieve in our investment portfolios. But in order to achieve compounding, you need the bottom 2 pillars to be strong. The one is knowledge and the other one is behavior or emotions around investing. Most people get the behavior quite right. They know that they should be prioritizing investing, they should invest consistently, and that you shouldn't be scared of volatility in the stock market. But the knowledge pillar is where I often see investors lacking. Because it's so important to get global diversification, to keep your fees low, and also to expose the majority of your investment portfolio to low-cost index ETFs. Despite this, and all the knowledge that is out there on YouTube and in all the books that you can read about this, I feel that a lot of people still don't grasp the necessary things. If you're not exactly sure where you're lacking in terms of the 3 pillars, I have a free quiz that you can take that will guide you and identify exactly which elements you're missing, and also share some free resources with you so that you can upskill yourself in that area. If you want to take the quiz and identify exactly where you're lacking, get real tools and practical tips to overcome that, take the free quiz in the description of this video and I'll help you identify your problem area and also help you overcome it. Back to the confidence part. I've told you that it's really frustrating to see the smartest people not have the confidence to take action and to take control of their investment portfolios. I use this confidence questionnaire for everyone before they start my course, and the average confidence score is 44%. After completing the course, the confidence score jumps to 93%. That's more than double. So yes, knowledge plays a big role, but the information is out there. And despite that, people still lack the confidence. And what's really frustrating about this is I feel that this is an essential life skill that we should have. Having confidence and knowing how to manage your own money and your investment portfolio can completely transform your relationship with money. It doesn't only create financial freedom, but also mental freedom, so that you can get away from this idea of managing an investment portfolio is only for certain people, or that it creates anxiety and that, the knowledge is above your level, because it's completely not true. What is the one thing that's missing? I think I've made it quite clear through this video now, but everyone thinks it's knowledge. The knowledge is out there on the internet and it's free. I think it's confidence. Remember Andrew from the start of the portfolio, the very smart businessman? Let's see what he says. Confidence is probably the most important point. Knowledge is critical, but not without confidence. Is it really that simple? Yes, it's all about confidence. All the noise around you and all the messaging and the ads and the complexity that has been sold to you has completely drained you from the confidence that you can actually do this yourself. So how can you unlock that confidence when it comes to investing? Because if you're at the bottom of this curve and you're just getting started, there is no way that you can just skip from the bottom to the top right part and become a confident and consistent investor. You have to go through the journey, and that is going to take some time. Typically, it almost takes up to 3 years to reach that confidence level, because you have to experience a downturn in the stock market. You have to experience what it feels like to make investing a monthly priority in your budget. And this can only happen with time. Unfortunately, you can't skip to the top part. So really, the only way that you can actually start building your confidence is by starting now and by making your first investment. I can't stress this enough. Even if you just start with the smallest amount, it will show you that it's actually not that difficult. It will allow you to track it over time. And with time, you'll become more confident to put more money into your investment portfolio. So here are the exact steps that you can follow. Open a brokerage account or a stock trading account. Do some research and ask around, because finding a platform that you're comfortable with and that you can trust is quite important. But ask the people around you, whether your friends or your family that make investments, ask them which platforms they use and look at opening an account with that provider. The next thing you're going to do is buying your first ETF. I've got many videos explaining what ETFs are, but really this is a way that you can get exposure to a diversified basket of stocks and hopefully a globally diversified ETF, like an MSCI World ETF or a FTSE All World ETF, or any of these indices that give you exposure to the global stock market. Start with a small amount. You will see that you can learn and you can do it. And with time, you can invest more money, you can get exposure to other ETFs, and you can also look into asset allocation, which means getting high risk and low risk assets into your investment portfolio. But don't get overwhelmed by all of that at the start. Just start with a small amount and make your first ETF investment. So many people ask me, which ETF should I invest in? There are so many ones that achieve the same thing. So don't be too overwhelmed by all of the options. If you want to, try and find the one with the lowest fee, which is their total expense ratio. But really, ETFs that track the same index are all very similar. And it's quite a competitive game with not a lot of margin to be made on fees. So don't worry too much about finding the lowest fee provider. Just start with the first one, and you can always invest in a different one, or you can even sell those units and move it over. But if you don't start now, the confidence curve for you is just going to be delayed, because there's not going to be a magic morning where you wake up and you're like, wow, I'm a confident stock market investor all of a sudden. Unfortunately, everyone has to start at the bottom, and it's going to take time. If you're still watching, then you're probably serious about getting started on this investing journey. I've got a masterclass that you can join. It's free, and it will share my complete framework around how you can think and be a smart stock market investor. If you want to stop guessing, start taking action and take ownership of your investment portfolio, then this is exactly what you need. Comment class on this video and I'll share the link to join the live masterclass. So yes, I'm all about growing wealth and building a compounding long-term investment portfolio. But more than anything, taking control of your investment portfolio will give you a renewed excitement about life. Don't take it from me, take it from Andrew. In his words, I'm so much more excited about my future. And this is what lies ahead for you, if you can get the confidence to start taking control and taking ownership. I'm really excited for you to take this journey on. If you're looking for another video to learn more, watch this video, because it's all about index investing and it explains exactly how it works. I'm sure it will help you. See you next time.